You know who you are right now. Stop. What is going on? He was a pagan, a waste man. He just, or like really, like, okay, you're just looking for what isn't there, as in the Hi there and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Kemzib and thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so grateful that you decide to click on me every single time. That y'all that subscribe, I'm grateful. To y'all that comment, I'm grateful. To y'all just hit the like button. I'm grateful. Thank you so much, and I'm just gonna get right to it. About my pet peeves, as in the things that I just look at and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, why you do that? I think y'all that do all the things on my pet peeves list, prison, P-R-I-Z-N. I'm just kidding, we all deserve to live free and happy. So I'm just going to start off on this list today, and the first up on my list is people touching me. Like, I don't know, as in, I'm not a hugger, so I'm not really somebody that I start hugging you, and if I'm hugging you, it means I know you like that, or we know each other like that.
I don't know why why are you coming too close to me? Why? Do I know you?
And we've built that relationship to the extent that we can hug. Talk less of you even just touching me like this. Like, I'm just like, why? What was that need for? Like, and some people are just like, oh, I'm just a touchy person. Touch yourself, fam. Hold yourself. Grab onto yourself. Give yourself the love first before you come and try and give it to me. Because honestly, yeah, some people, you can't even hug yourself or even your own family members, but you come through hugging and touching random strangers. And I actually don't like that. I'm not a fan of it. And I don't know, sometimes I don't know where your hands have been, and it's Corona. Like, even before Corona, do we need to be told to wash our hands? I don't think so. But please, just don't. I'm not really a fan of it. So I'm just like, what is it? What is it? Y'all that eat rice and ketchup. You guys that eat rice and ketchup, please don't come to my yard and do that. It is not right. I don't even know why people do it. Why do you eat rice and ketchup?
I would like to be a terrorist.
Make stew. Make a sauce. I would even prefer, no, I actually would prefer barbecue sauce, nah, G. Honestly, my little siblings used to do it when we were younger, and it was just something that, it irked the young me so badly that I frown upon. Yes, I frown upon those that do it now at our big age. Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
This is a pet peeve for me, and it's a pet peeve for me because I feel as if we encourage it too much, or we're so complacent about it. People that do Yahoo, 419 or scams. Like, why? Why do you encourage it? Please, let's just understand, to what detriment are we gonna go to get that money? Why is money such a big thing in your life that you have to actually steal it from somebody else? Because at the end of the day, you're saying, oh, I'm only thieving from big people, but you're not. There's a ripple effect to it. At the end of the day, you thieve from somebody's boss. That person can't get paid. That person's school fees can't get paid. That person's children's school fees can't get paid. That person's child can't eat. That's a whole family living in starvation just because you decided to steal from somebody else's boss. Yahoo, it is a pet peeve for me. You know who you are right now. Stop. Just stop. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, one day for the owner. Every single day, go ahead. You're the thief. But one day, the owner's gonna come get you. And you know what? Yeah, that's it. To God's hands. That's all I would say. Like, oh, it actually just gets me so angry. Sorry, I'm actually getting angry. Hey Google, stop. I set an alarm. I'm trying to be... Hey Google, stop. Google, that don't say a word. That's a pet peeve of mine. Google that doesn't used to hear word. Stop! Can you imagine? Ah, God. Stop! Google that don't used to hear word. That's becoming a pet peeve of mine. And it's not as if you could just tell the Google to please dash out. Like, oh my days, nah. Add that to the list, yeah. Googles that don't know when to stop. A pet peeve. Okay, it's more like, it's a pet peeve that, it wasn't a pet peeve for me at first because I kind of grew into the society that did it. And yes, I'll say it's a whole society. I wouldn't even say it's one or two people. People that make fun of other people when they're speaking English. One thing that I've always kept at the back of my brain is that people that speak English but they don't speak it well, it means that they weren't taught English. It means that they actually learnt it themselves. So for example now, all of us that we're like, oh, it's tomato. We all went to the same school and learnt tomato. But somebody that actually had to learn it, hear it, you know, and they even had to practice it themselves and they weren't corrected from the get-go, they might have learnt it as tomato. Or am I saying it different? Yeah, they might have learnt it as tomato. And there'll be somebody, yeah, there'll be some idiot, yeah. And I call you an idiot because you think university's giving you all the, you know, big ups, but it just didn't give you common sense in my opinion. And yes, I said it, a lot of you guys that go to university, you come out with education, you lack common sense. And I'll say it now, people that follow Trump too, they go to university, so please, there's just a good example for you.
The complacency of fools will destroy them. Proverb.
Bitch, what line?
And you'll start laughing at the person, you know. If you really are educated, instead of laughing at somebody, why don't you turn it into a discussion, yeah? Because at the end of the day, you're not Oxford Dictionary. Nobody truly is Oxford Dictionary. You're not Oxford Dictionary. I don't think you're any smarter than the person that you're correcting. I even think the person that you're correcting is much smarter than you. Especially for the fact that you're now laughing at the person that you're correcting. And you're not correcting them in a nice way. Or you might not even be right. You say tomato, I say tomato. At the end of the day, we still understand each other. And I feel as if that's something that needs to just be stopped. And when somebody's like, oh, it's a Nigerian expression, someone like tabo, or what is the other one? I don't know, like in my school, in my boarding school, they used to do gunshot. And legit, yeah, I was somebody that was targeted for it a lot because of my accent, so they expected fluent English all the time. So anytime that my English would just, you know, or, you know, somebody legit is ready, standing there to just go, hey, whoa, gunshot, gunshot, gunshot. And I'm just like, really? Like, okay, back to what I was saying. We're just gonna, you know, hop right back onto the sentence because it seems you're just looking for what isn't there, like, or it just seems you're legit just waiting for me to make a mistake. And that's something that people do too much, and it's a pet peeve for me. Stop waiting for people to make mistakes. You know, be nice, be gentle to people in this world, man. People who chew with their mouths open, it used to be a pet peeve for me, people who chew with their mouths open, but now I'm learning more and more that in some cultures, chewing with your mouth open is actually the way to go. It's the way to even tell somebody that, oh, this food was banging, you cooked real good, because I can't even close my mouth because it's so nice. In some cultures, it means that the food is too hot and the person actually lacks patience, you know. When are we going to understand that we're just ordinary people?
We don't know which way to go.
Legit, I feel as if people just don't give other people the chance to just be themselves, and that's something that really does, it is a pet peeve for me too. Okay, so people that fart in public, when you know it's a silent fart as well, that's even worse. I'll prefer you to fart loud and then there's no scent to it, but I'm in the Uber car with you, yeah, I know you're a human being, this needs to come out one way or another. But please, at least wind the window down whilst you're doing it. As in, this is a public space. This is Corona period even. This happened to me actually. A man's just let it off, silent, simple. And all of a sudden, yeah, I'm thinking, like, I'm just looking around like, what's that smell coming from? Like, I'm just like, I'm like, it's only the two of us in this car. And I know it's not me. I'm sure it's not me. There are only two of us in this car. I'm sure it's not me, but it is smelling bad. Like, I wind down the window and I'm just like, wow. It got to the extent that the smell, it was actually really hard. Uncle, why did you do this to me? Why did I have to go through this? Was my real big question that day. And I wind down the window and that smell did not actually, I feel as if it already lodged itself in my nose. So I'm there just trying to breathe fresh air real deep here. And it got to the extent that as he's pulling up to my location, I'm like, we're here. Like, you know, just end the car, end the ride, let me get out because the smell was bad. Ah, God, no. This one, you might feel attacked as I say this. You might feel, you know, Kemi just mentioned my name today. And you know what? That's fine. That's okay. Because it's you I'm talking to anyways. Okay, a pet peeve of mine, yeah, is when we're in a group. There's one person in the group here that's, you know, going through something and, you know, life's just not going well for the person. The person wanted to, you know, vent and get opinions from people in the group and everything. But there's always that one person, and there's a reason why people don't talk to you solo. There's always that one person, yeah, in the group that's like, oh, I remember that time that I suffered too. This was the sufferment that I went through. This was the suffering. You didn't give any advice in your story. Because, yeah, I understand that, you know, people, it's easier for you to explain something to somebody if you've been through it, right? Yes, those are the type of people that I look for if I'm going through something. Somebody that's gone through a similar routine or a similar pattern, yes. But then where somebody's now like, nah, you're not suffering because my suffering was actually like this. I suffered this, I suffered that. My friend, this person came to you for advice. You've not helped the person out. You're still spending like half an hour explaining what you've suffered through. There's no advice in your story. There's no encouraging words in your story. There's nothing to even say this story is useful. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you're just telling the story for the fun of history. For the fun of I don't suffer. Sometimes, one thing that I hate that it now develops into is that there's more than one I don't suffer person in this group. So it becomes a battle. Oh, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't use that as an example because honestly, yeah, people just like to explain that, nah, okay, somebody just be like, nah, see, I don't even know, I don't want to use the exact scenario. That's the issue that I'm finding with these. Because then somebody will know that, yeah. This is why Kemi was so silent that day. So somebody's like, oh, my clothes, as in, I was walking and my clothes ripped. You know, instead of for you to be like, oh yeah, this happened to me. I used this and this, right? When this kind of thing happened to me, I used a needle to sew it up, you know, it was so annoying, but I was able to get through it. You know, that's kind of what I look for when I'm telling somebody this is the suffering I'm going through. But then there are people that will now be like,
oh my days, that happened to you, your clothes ripped? When it happened to me, like, I remember it ripped, it tore, my whole bum was showing out, everybody saw all my backside, they saw my back, you know, people were pointing at me, nobody even told me this happened, nobody did that for me, nobody did this for me.
As in, it's a whole suffer, and then you now have somebody that's like,
Nah, I'm your oga in this sufferment. When I suffered the same issue, my clothes tore, dogs came to bite my bum.
you know, this and that. Y'all didn't help the person that's actually suffering through it now. Do you know that? You just told your story. Because legit, that's a pet peeve of mine. People that do people wrong, yeah, and you try and go about life saying, oh, it's just life. It's not just life. You're a mean person. You weren't nice. Okay, you made somebody else cry and that needs to stop. You're you're 52 years old and you're shouting on children that are, you know, half your age. Like, a grown woman, 3 kids, and you're telling a young child, oh my days, no, you guys, I've sure suffered. But yeah, you see, did that help you out? No. I'm just telling you that I suffer past. It's not a good thing. I don't enjoy that. It's actually like, it's like, at least help the person through what they're going through, you know? Like, because at the end of the day, some of you guys don't. After telling your long, big up story, you don't even help nobody after it. Like, so please, let's stop this. Let's stop this suffering competition, right? This is a pet peeve for me because I used to have somebody that did this and we were in a relationship and I was like, this don't, as in, I always had to tell myself to make it make sense, you know. So you have your phone. You don't even have like a bag or something. You're a guy and you keep your phone in your pocket. The phone is forever on vibrate. Like, you know, you felt it vibrating for a bit. Somebody's calling you. It's legit there. I'm even looking at you sometimes when I call you and you don't pick up. It's in your pocket. You feel it ringing and you don't pick up. Like, why? He wouldn't call me back. He wouldn't even like acknowledge the fact that he received the phone call in the first place. And I think that was what even got to me even more. That is definitely one of my pet peeves. Y'all that keep your phone with you 24/7 and you still don't reply people's messages after 4 days. Can you imagine? Yes, he did that. Oh my days. I was in a single relationship. But yeah. Whew. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed listening to my pet peeves and just getting to know me a little bit more. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification button. Just remember, you are loved and you are definitely blessed, and have a wonderful day. Bye.